Good day, students. We'll start with the poem The Ant and the Cricket, which is adapted from Aesop's fable. What is Aesop? Aesop was a Greek writer who is believed to be lived in Greece, and he has written short stories which has characters as animals. That is called fable. So fable is a story with animals as characters, where animals are given the qualities of human beings. They speak, they react, they talk with each other. Now in this poem is a form of conversation between two creatures, the ant and the cricket. Cricket is not the game which you must be thinking about. It is an insect, and another insect is the ant. So this poem is in a conversational form between the ant and the cricket. Now I am reading the poem, just concentrate and listen on the pronunciation. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing. Silly means he is not bothered, he just assumes that he doesn't have common sense. He shows that he doesn't want to react on that proper situation at that time. That is the meaning of the word silly. So a silly young cricket accustomed to sing through warm sunny months of gay summer spring. Gay means happy. Now spring and summer are the seasons in which we are more active. So he is a kind of a creature which enjoys the season to the fullest during the sunny months of summer and spring. Now in the third line, we come to the third line, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Now summer and spring season he passed by enjoying dancing and merrymaking. By the time the spring season got over, and this is the onset of winter. So when the winter season comes, he found that his cupboard are empty. His cupboard is empty. That means there was no food left in his home. And then he started complaining that now what should I do? So now we come to the second stanza. Not a crumb to be found. Crumb means a small piece of food. On the snow-covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Now these two lines, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. This indicates that it is a winter season. Because the season is winter, there are no leaves on the trees, and the flowers are not able to bloom. So he could not feed even on that. And then he says, oh, what will become of me? And at last, by starvation. Starvation means to die without food, to die of hunger. At last, by starvation and famine, made bold. Because he suffered, he did not have food to eat, he became bold. He decided that now I should find some way, otherwise I would die. At last, by starvation and famine, made bold, all dripping with wet and trembling with cold. Dripping means leaking. He was dripping, he was all dripping with wet and trembling with cold. Trembling means shaking, he was shaking with cold. Away he set off to a miserly ant. Away he set off. Set off means to start a journey. So here, because he did not find anything in his home, he decided that now I should ask for help. So he set out to a miserly ant. See the quality given to the ant. Ant is miserly. What does miserly mean? Miserly means one who is very cautious in spending money. So he decided that now I should go and ask for help to the ant. And ant is given the quality of being miser, who is very careful in spending money. Why does he wishes to meet the ant? We see in the second stanza, in the fourth line, to see if to keep him alive he would grant. Here grant means to give. Give him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. These two lines in the poem shows the intention of the grasshopper. So these two lines shows the intention of the cricket, that with what intention does he approach the ant. First thing, he wants shelter from rain, and another thing, a mouthful of grain. Mouthful means little grain for which he can survive in those winter days. He wished only to borrow, and that also his intention was to borrow. Borrow means when you ask for some period of time with an intention to return it on later. And then he says he wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. Here tomorrow represents not the very next day. Actually the general meaning of tomorrow is the next day. But here tomorrow indicates, you have to read between the lines. Here tomorrow indicates that he will return in the next coming season, he will return in summer season. He won't return tomorrow means the next day. Here he would return tomorrow means he would repay it, he would give it back to the ant in the next season. If not, see the last line. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. And he tells that if the ant is not ready to help, he has to die because of the starvation and sorrow. Now the third stanza says the ant to the cricket. Now see, these are the things which he approached with the ant. Now what is the ant's reaction? What does the ant reply? Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. But we ants never borrow and we ants never lend. See, ant is supposed to be a very hard-working, self-reliant insect. And she replies that yes, definitely I am your friend. But we ants have a rule that we ants never borrow and we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by? What is the meaning of lay nothing by? Lay nothing by means you have not saved anything, you have not set aside anything for future or for the coming days. So the ant is asking, but tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? What does weather was warm means? Weather was warm means here it indicates the summer and the spring season. Quoth the cricket. Now to this question of the ant, what does the cricket reply? Quoth. Your word is written Q-U-O-T-H. Quoth means say. What does the cricket say? What is the cricket's response? The cricket says, not I. That means the cricket replies in a negative manner. And what reasons does it give? That we see in the next stanza. The cricket is saying, my heart was so light that I sang day and night. For all nature looked gay. The cricket is telling my heart was so light that I sang day and night. I just kept singing and dancing. For all nature looked gay. Here for means because. For is used for the meaning of representing the word because. Because all the nature looked gay. Gay means happy. The nature was so happy. That's why I sang all day and night. Now the ant is surprised and then she is telling, go then, dance the winter away. This means the ant's reply to the negative answer of the cricket is, the ant is replying that go then, now you must dance the winter season also. Thus, now what is the reaction? The last stanza, thus ending, he hastily means quickly lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. He just walks away from the ant's place. Last two lines, folks call this, folks means the people. The local people call this a fable. I'll warrant it to the poet tells that I will warrant it to that yes, this is true. It is a fable. And the last line is very important. It tells that some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Some crickets have 4 legs. Some crickets have 4 legs. 4 legs indicates that here the poet is talking about the insects, then especially the insect cricket which is mentioned in the poem, who are represented as lazy people. And some crickets have 2. Crickets have 2 means we the people. That is represented by some crickets have 2 legs. Now students, look here on the 2 characters, the ant and the cricket. These are the, see as I told you that because it is a fable, it represents the human qualities. So these ant and the cricket are the symbols of 2 major groups of societies. 2 major groups of the societies I have bifurcated on the basis of 2 qualities which which are very appropriate to this poem. The two qualities are hard work and laziness. The ant is representing the hard work, whereas the cricket is representing the laziness. Now, hard work. Who all do hard work? What are the results of doing hard work? The wise people, those who are wise, how they become wise? By doing hard work, right? So, wise people always work hard to make their future secure. They face all situations with determination. So, that is represented by ant. So, ant is a hard-working insect, whereas the opposite, the contradictory part, that is the cricket. The cricket represents the laziness. The laziness is represented by the careless people. Who are the careless people? What are the qualities of careless people? That they waste time, they keep enjoying without thinking about future. And when the situation comes tough, when tough time comes, they repent and they curse the situation. They don't try to reciprocate that it is because of their laziness they have to repent on the situation. No, they repent on or curse the situation. And third one, what are the characteristic of lazy people? That they had to pay price for this ignorance. Because they don't react, they don't plan, and they are lazy. They have to pay price for their ignorance. So, what is the moral of this poem? This poem teaches that hard work is the key to success. If you don't work hard, success will stay away from you. So, in order to achieve success, one needs to work hard. Being industrious, industrious means hard working. Being industrious, thoughtful, planned, helps for a bright future. These are the qualities which will make you a successful person in life.